what's up, everybody? It's a Crazy Spartan again, and today got a little gameplay here for you on the map Adrift. Now, if you know cleanup at all, you could probably guarantee you that this is about his favorite map of all time in Halo 4. Don't know why. I mean, I think it's a decent map. I enjoy playing on it. However, I could play something else. Skyline, personally, is my favorite one, but that does not come up very often. I would love to play it more often, but they got DLC problems in Halo 4, which is a shame because the DLC is so good, and I really wish that 343 would get this seriously addressed at some point. We tried the... now they did try that, the making it mandatory, required in the Team Slayer playlist. Now I was like, why would you do it in that playlist? It's like one of the most popular playlists, and you're gonna try it out in that, and it's like people are gonna be like, I can't play Team Slayer. What's going on? Yeah, I need to get a DLC thing, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna spend the $10. I know, it's crazy. That's the way it is, which is a shame. If you haven't played the DLC, I think you're missing out. I do wish that they would really fix the DLC problem. Now, I have heard now that they are going to be using the cloud in Halo 5 or the next Halo, so DLC is not going to be a problem anymore. I really hope that this is true, that they're going to have like customized servers or something like this, and you can play all the DLC you want. That would be fantastic for me. I would really love to see that because there's so many good maps out there that just aren't played, and Halo Reach suffered from the same issue. I don't think I've played hardly any of the DLC, which is, again, it's a shame because it was absolutely beautiful DLC. Just to sit back and look at it is just amazing. And then you actually had to play on it, which was even better because most of the time they played better than the original maps, which is really, really nice. But that's neither here nor there. I've already talked about the DLC issue. If you want to check out that video, I think I do still have that on the BTV network, DLC Solutions. Which is, I think every one of those solutions is very reasonable. Some I'd prefer over others, but we can't have everything. Now, what I actually did want to talk a little bit about here is that we got E3 coming up very soon. As you know, E3 is in June 10th, through June 10th through the 12th, I think. And usually they have a pre-E3 day, and that's usually... They actually do have some of the conferences during that. So it could easily be June 9th through the 12th, 3 days experience to check out exactly what's going on, what's happening. Now, there's a lot to be seen, but in this particular video, I don't want to jump into all that, though I might jump into something like that a little later and something else. But I am looking forward to seeing some Halo 5, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo Wars, whatever it is that they are going to reveal this year. But I am really hoping that we're actually going to get some of that. Some actual gameplay would be incredible. That would be, honestly, if we actually got some gameplay, and I'm not talking campaign, I'm talking multiplayer. That if we got some multiplayer gameplay, that would be epic, in my opinion, because that tells me that the multiplayer is really taking a high priority this time around. At least I would think so. To be that far along and playable and ready to go. Now, that's what I want to know. And then they could really focus on bringing out the maps, which I'm hoping for at least 16 maps. Starting 16 maps and about 4 Forge maps in playlist day 1. That's something that Halo 4 suffered from so badly. It had 10 maps and it didn't have anything else. It's like, what in the world? You're just playing the same maps over and over and over and over again. And then the DLC came out so quickly. It was just disappointing, to say the least. But I think they've learned their lessons. And Halo 4, I think, taught 343 a lot of big, hard, learned lessons. That is going to be, of course, your matchmaking, your campaign stuff, and Forge, actually, because I think Forge is a huge, huge thing. And now I am actually planning on creating a Forge video very soon. I kind of spent the day today, got a bunch of clips and things like that that I want to showcase to kind of show exactly what I'm looking for in the next Forge. If you haven't forged at all or you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's basically a map creator. Very easy to use, actually, more or less. There are some things that do get a little bit more complex, such as creating specific game types. You have to set things up kind of in a special way in order to make it work, so the map or the AI engine recognizes what it's supposed to do with whatever the object is. But other than that, honestly, Forge is pretty easy to use. I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, give it a go, give it a shot. You never know, you might be a hidden forger cartographer in the making. I really enjoy doing that, but I will talk about that in my next video. I believe it should be my next video. It's going to be long, I can tell you that right now. I know it's going to be a long video, so I hope people will enjoy it and take the time to watch all of it. But what I wanted to talk about again a little bit more is a Halo 4 revival. Now, I do believe that we will see a small revival. Now, I'm not talking huge. I'm not going to talk like, say, you're going to be jumping online one day and you're going to see 100,000 people on. You're not going to see that. But I think a good spike will be coming very soon, especially at the time of E3, because 343 is going to be giving us some news, some actual real news, and we're going to get excited, and people are going to say, you know what, I haven't played Halo for a while, and I got that Halo 4 disc sitting there collecting dust. I'm going to go over there and plug that in and give it a go and see what's going on. That, I think, is going to bring people back into it. Now, it kind of sucks that Halo 4 does still have its issues. And by that, I mean things like Infinity Slayer. I think that's a big issue because I can't stand the randomness that the game Infinity Slayer brings. I just don't care for that. It drives me nuts that a team that is doing really well, just dominating another team, gets rewarded all the time with power weapons. How does that make sense? I don't get that. Why would you reward a team that's just crushing another one already? Hey, here's free power weapons and everything else. Get all that crazy stuff. Then the other team is just getting slaughtered even more. I don't know what they were thinking on that. I don't think we're going to see that in the next one. I just don't. I think, honestly, I've heard, I think Frankie said it. I could be wrong, but I think Frank O'Connor said, which is a franchise director, said that Halo 4, the next Halo, is definitely going to be going back to its roots. Now, what does that mean exactly? We don't know. But guessing wise, I would say you're going to see sprint go away. You're going to see loadouts go away. You're going to see the ordnance go away. Which, in my opinion, I think every single one of those would be a very, very good thing to kind of lose. Uh, because honestly, the thing that I've always loved about Halo was the fairness of gameplay, and everything you had to earn. If you wanted that rocket launcher, you had to go and get it. You had to learn its time for spawn. You had to learn the map location of it. You had to gain power positions. You had to learn where they were. You had to do all that stuff. It just made it so incredibly fun, competitive, and fair. Now, I suppose that's kind of why I want to do a kind of a classic game night, a classic game mode, follow with or fill it in with the classic maps that we've all played from days past. The exact date is it's probably going to be this weekend. This Friday, Saturday, or Sunday is a very good chance. I will create a small, brief announcement video and, of course, announce it when it is going to happen. But that is going to be about it, guys. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. This is the Crazy Spartan, and I am out of here.